Is this trading fear holding you back? Hi, it's Charlie giving you Saturday's video, and I hope you're very well. Before I go into this emotional case we've got here today, I just want to mention what a great 2 weeks we've had in the trading room now. This was just from the other day. We had 60 members in for FOMC. It was a really buzzy week again with loads of sessions. The amount of different sessions we do in the trading room, it's just been really, just such a lovely positive experience, and really enjoying being there with our community of traders, because that's what it's all about. It's about that community and the support that our traders are getting from both each other and from myself and my other trainers as well. Do check that out. If you go across to Charlie Burton Trading, you can check out what you can do over here at Charlie Burton Trading. Right. So I got a message this week, and the question was, I would like to know how you deal with missing out on trades, because I'm having a hard time missing out. I trade on a 4-hour time frame, and sometimes I get trades at night while I'm asleep, and I've missed 2 trades now which became winners. It's so frustrating at times, to a point where I prefer a losing trade to missed opportunities. Wow, that's a powerful statement there. Okay, so there's a couple of things to mention here. And firstly, I'm going to give you an example of a trade that I missed out on recently, and the response that I had to that. And it was actually in gold, and it was back here on this day down here. In earlier February, I was actually skiing at the time, and but I was back in my hotel room at the time, and so it looked like more like the chart looked like that. I think it was on this day. And at the point, yeah, because actually it was, gold was sitting at 1834, I think it was, at the very time that I was looking at it. And I was on holiday, and I looked at it, and I thought, oh, I've got to dial in remotely, get all my position sizing, calculating all done across all my accounts. It's probably going to take me 15 minutes to do all this. I want to go out. And so I left it. And then, of course, gold then just ran up by the end of that day, and then just continued higher while I was away. And so how do I deal with situations like that, where you miss out on a trade, which, I'd considered, and if I'd have been at home, I'd have taken it. Well, firstly, I laugh it off. That's the first thing to do. And the second thing is to say, well, obviously, for whatever reason, this trade wasn't for me. And that's just the language that you can use. For whatever reason, this trade didn't belong to me if I didn't take it or if I missed it. It therefore meant it didn't belong to me. If you start to use language like that, then it can really help you to shrug it off, cast it aside, and just move on to the next trade. Because otherwise, what you're doing is you're getting wound up about missing trades that you then go and see that become winners, like this gold trade here, and then you carry that emotional baggage into your next trades. So then all you're doing is you're going from trade to trade or week to week, finding yourself getting frustrated at times, and then frustration leads to what? Revenge or anger trading, potentially revenge trading, but then trying to jump into the next trade to try and make up for what you've seen as a missed opportunity. And then on the back of that, you'll end up having a few more losers, on trades that you shouldn't have got into. As you said, you even prefer having a losing trade to a missed opportunity. But the problem you've got is that you're just going through your year on an emotional roller coaster. And we don't want to be on emotional roller coasters, because if you start doing that, all you're doing is taking the emotions, and those emotions are going into your next trades or the next week or whatever, and that's affecting your ability to be a good trader. And that comes to my next point. If you're getting so wound up by having missing opportunities, that suggests something else to me, and that suggests that you are focused on the money. And so if you're focused on the money, then how can you be putting your focus into being the best trader you possibly can be? And if you're focused on the money, no doubt you will end up suffering as a result. because your focus is in the wrong direction. What you want to be doing is putting your attention and your focus into being the best trader that you can be. And that doesn't mean having to catch every winning trade that's out there, or every move, should I say, that's out there, because that's impossible. Shrug those off. They're for some other trader around the world. That's the way to look at it. And so then you become much more relaxed towards your trading by doing some self-talk about situations like my gold trade just there. Oh, it's for someone else. It obviously wasn't meant to be. Rather than allowing yourself to get wound up and saying, oh, I could have made X, Y, Z. Because the person that says, oh, I could have made X, Y, Z amount of money is a beginner. And do you want to be a beginner trader? No, you don't. There you go. So some just a few tips there for you with regards to missing out on opportunities. I do lots of trader mindset videos over, and I'll continue to do them on this channel because I find them probably the most fascinating part of trading. So if I can give a couple of little tips, little snippets here and there, then I will gladly do that for you. Hopefully today's video was useful to you. Do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Have a great weekend.